Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything at all. All right. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And Three of Wands, very nice. This is, it's kind of a card that says, hey, anything you do right now is going to be really great, right? Anything that you put your effort into is going to succeed. You've got like a lot of this kind of spiritual force and creative energy behind you. Very nice. Let's put it into some context. Let's see what is going on. See, now we've got the Prince of Pentacles. Now we're really putting that this is kind of a righteousness, right? That you've got right on your side. Anything you put your efforts into, whatever you're trying to build right now, is going to succeed. I think you've got the Midas touch at the moment. A lot of interesting cards. All right. Well, this is pretty interesting. We've got quite a bit of court cards here. We've got our major arcana. We've got some stuff over here. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We are just going to try to get one out of here, maybe right there. And we're going to put our alien friend, Simon Mork Ripley, right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments. All right, let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. Okay, let's take a look again. We've got now major, major, major. This is really good. I feel like we're kind of shielded by this major arcana right now. You're in this kind of spiritual bubble that I think is really, it's given you a lot of opportunity now. Anything you put your mind to, I think, is really going to succeed. And the point here is go, do something. Put all of this creative energy into your projects, into your life, into your business, into your relationships. We've got fire, 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 fire. No water, minimal air, and we've got our earth. And the earth, really, the builder, things that aren't working in your life right now. We're going to start kind of sideways today because it's my show and I can do that. The Five of Pentacles. There are worries in your life. Your environment, there's probably a financial difficulty right now. I think even possibly there is some debt that we're looking at. Things don't seem very certain. Things seem like they're kind of up in the air, right? There's a lot of stress. All of this energy right now is suggesting that you're going to fix this, that you have the power right now. You've got the ideas, you've got the inspiration, you've got the creativity, you've got the will to not only repair this and reestablish the stability, but to build the entire world. Right? This is earth energy too, but it kind of put things into perspective a little bit. I think when at the end of the day, this is going to seem like a minor inconvenience because you're building worlds. You're building this future. You're building something just absolutely. This is real. I don't want to say wealth even because that's a different card. This is a kind of triumphant success that almost, and I'm not trying to inflate your ego, right? But this is This is godlike, right? This is something cosmic in scope. This is success like I've never really seen before. And no one's really seen before. This is something out of this world, something astronomical, right? And this is in the future, and this is what you're working toward. And I think it's because you have the right balance of elements here, right? You've got this fire underneath you. This is fire on fire. This is the Knight of Wands. This is a body and a soul. This is a heart and a mind. This is a conscious and an unconscious, a horse and a rider that are both going the same direction, right? This is all of your faculties, all of your talents and skills, all of your force and fire are headed toward this future, this astronomical future. And again, this is the right moment for you to do the thing. Whatever it is that you've been wondering, whatever it is that you've wanted to do, whatever you feel the impulse to do it. It's going to succeed. You know, this is the time for you to start that project, finish that project, invest in that work, make those bonds, make those plans, do the thing. Yeah, do the thing. We've got the Three of Wands as well, which is sort of what I was talking about with the Knight of Wands. It's the impulse, right? You've got the idea, the inspiration, and it vibes with your spirit. It vibes with your heart and your mind, your values, your beliefs, right? It's a righteous impulse. And I don't mean that in some kind of dogmatic way or anything like that. It's righteous in that it vibes with your beliefs and your values. So this is that impulse, fire to earth, right? That's what it seems every day I'm here touting the benefits or the electrical current of fire and earth. And that's what we see all over the place here. Fire, fire, earth, earth. Fire, earth, fire, right? More fire here with this Sagittarius card, the Art or Temperance card. Fire and earth everywhere we look. You've got this ability now. You have the impulse, act on it. You have this righteous inspiration, manifest it, right? You've got all of this battery, I feel like you're just kind of supercharged. Apply that to all of these problems in your life. And what you're achieving is not exhaustion, is not a diminishing of your powers and your capacities, but building them up. You know, it's the more you do, the more you're capable of doing. Yeah, very Taoist today. The more you use it, the fuller it gets. Yeah. So there really is, we could talk about the fire and earth here. This is having the inspiration, having the idea, having the impulse, and acting on it. Applying this energy to different areas of your life. Now, this isn't a career reading or a financial reading. It's not a love reading or a romance reading. It's a life reading, okay? And there's going to be a little bit of everything. Okay. Financially speaking, yes, this is saying that you have these creative ideas, whether this is your own business. I kind of feel like Capricorn, you've got your own business, or maybe it's a side business, right? Maybe it's not your day job, but maybe it's something you do. Maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's Etsy, maybe it's a small business from your home, or whatever it is, an online thing. You've got so many ideas. You've got such inspiration to do it. You're so creative. You're so enthusiastic and confident right now. Do it. Implement those changes, right? Follow through with those ideas. You don't have anything holding you back. See, the current between fire and earth, it's a direct manifestation. It's an instantaneous act of creation. Impulse to implementation, idea to manifestation, will to, the material world, heaven to earth, above to below. nothing is impeding it. Nothing is in the way. What usually gets in the way of this kind of electrical current is our thinking, our feeling, our beliefs, our values, right? Our doubt, all that sort of stuff. We don't see that here. In fact, we see that everything is resonant. Everything is vibing with you right now. So we don't need any kind of resistance. We don't need anything impeding this electrical current. Yeah. Impulse to behavior. You have all the right ideas right now. All the right ideas. Lucky numbers, I think, today going to be 2, 14, 21, 10, and I say 5. That's how this thing is working for you. It's just you have this. It's almost a vision, really. And maybe we should talk about the Mercury energy. See, I'm getting all excited just by looking at these cards. The Magician here in the recent past, I think this is behind you, really. This is the energy that's pushing you forward. And this really does talk about the electricity, right? It talks about the way your mind works. And to me, this is the way that you've always been able to find magic in the ordinary. Yeah. I think you're very much in tune with the spirit world. I think that you find that when you really focus, maybe when you get into a meditative state, you get into a zone, maybe you have certain rituals or practices that you do, but you get into this field of energy, and it's like you're channeling ideas. You know, I feel that they're just flowing forth from you. And it's time for you really now to put those into practice, to let them manifest in the earth realm and do those things, right? Because I think you have an opportunity now to create an entire universe, okay? I feel like you have really applied yourself to learning. I think that you have a lot of natural talents, but I think that over the years, you've really refined all of those. And maybe they've all been kind of going in a particular direction. Right? If we look at the universe here, this is kind of the end result of things. After the entire process of creation, what are we left with but the universe as it functions, as it moves and grows and lives and breathes right now, right? But I feel like everything that you've ever done in your life, everything that you've learned, everything that you've studied, even everything that you've forgotten in your life, I think everything was leading you toward the kind of the final stage of the universe, right? The final expression of all of this creation. So you may be someone who's like learned a lot of things over the years, like you've had different interests, you've studied different things, random things, things that really don't seem like they should go together. Yeah. But I think what you're finding is all of those now have a purpose. They're all part of this like wonderful tapestry that you're creating. And that is your world, your universe. My voice is leaving me, of course. Everything that you've ever done, experienced, learned, studied, thought about is all part of this tapestry, right? Is all part of this world that you're creating. Nothing is useless, right? Nothing is without value. Okay. It's really extraordinary. I think you probably speak more than one language, and you might have even studied a language that is not a very practical language, right? Not something that you're going to use in your day-to-day life, but just something like Latin, something that you want to learn, but there wasn't really, at the time, didn't seem like a practical reason for it, okay? I think you're also a bit of a healer, and I kind of have that vibe here with the Art or Temperance card. And the Temperance card gives us the little bit of water energy that we need. This is a Sagittarius energy, but it has the idea of adding some water into it, right? the need for a little bit of water here. And the water, I think, is kind of this healing, this compassion, the understanding that what we're creating is not for us alone, right? That it is something for the rest of the world. And these two cards together, this is kind of, now, I wonder if maybe you're a chef, maybe you work in a kitchen. To me, this is like, that, what do they call it? Molecular gastronomy, right? It's really using these kind of crazy scientific, almost a culinary alchemy. Yeah. And I feel like you're doing something along those lines. Now, this could be, well, it could be related to healing as well, right? Because let food be thy medicine. You're doing something along these lines, and you need to do more of it. We need this from you. We really do. I apologize for my voice. What a time, right, for my voice to start giving out again. This is the third reading that I've done today, and now it's starting to take its toll. The Art of Temperance card says we need to also have time for self-love, self-care, right? Not a lot of water in the reading. So I think that romance really isn't on your mind, but it's something that you need in some form. I'm not saying you got to go get into a relationship, but we need intimacy in our lives, right? We need to make time for self-love, for self-care, and also to have intimate bonds with people. You know, to have those kinds of relationships, whether it's romantic or platonic or, close friends, family relationships, that sort of thing. I'm going to hit my cough button real quick. All right, there we go. That should be better. I should drink a little bit of my orange drink too. That is some kind of vitamin C immune booster kind of drink that I've been drinking it for a while now. You may have noticed, and I don't know that it's really helping because I just got sick. I had bronchitis for a couple of days. I'm still getting over that. But anyway, I'm here, you're here, and that's what matters. Talking about the Prince of Pentacles a little bit. This is the builder. We have all of this impulse. We have this idea. It's like 1,000 different things that you want to do. We've got to calm it down a little bit. I know, I'm telling myself that. We've got to have all of these thousands of ideas, but we have to be able to commit to them and follow through with them. And this is what we need from here. This is the fixed earth energy. This is very cardinal. This is very, I like to start things, someone else can finish them. I want to start a million things. This is the energy that comes in after and says, oh wow, all these million things have been started. Now I've got to just kind of maintain them. I've got to monitor them. You ever watch those cooking shows where they're on teams and it's a time limit and they're blindfolded or whatever, and the first teammate goes in and has to start the dish. The rest of the team doesn't know what they're making. They just have to figure something out. They get something on the fire, they start some water boiling, and that's their 30 seconds is up. And then the next teammate goes in and has to see, okay, what did they start? What were they thinking? Right? What are they trying to do? And then they try to just kind of keep it going, right? They try to build on it, and they try to follow that train of thought. I love cooking shows. This is what that energy does. It comes in second and tries to figure out what this one did. What the heck did they start here? And tries to keep it going, tries to maintain it, right? And then we do need that kind of mutable energy to finish things up. Well, it just so happens that Sagittarius is that mutable fire energy. So we have cardinal, fixed, mutable. We have the beginning, the middle, and the end of the process of creation here. And in a very real way, I think that you are able to start a million things, pick and choose which ones to follow through, which ones are worthwhile, and then, of course, we make the adjustments, we make the finishing touches, we put the little sprig of parsley at the end, and then we can taste it. Then we get to eat it. This is the card that takes the bite. Right at the end. And, as the credits are rolling, you get to say how delicious your own food is. And so we have this we have this full process right now. And I think this is why you've got such an incredible opportunity to build your universe right now. You know, to pick and choose what we're focusing on, what elements of this dish, what components now. You know, maybe we started boiling some water, we put something in the microwave, we realize we don't need it anymore. That's okay. That's okay. Trust your instinct. Trust your decisions, because you've got right on your side. You've got this righteousness about you, right? Anyway, let's go to the path of the serpent. As I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave me a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. All right? I love all of you. Okay. The 10 of Wands. Already it's feeling like, whew, this is exhausting. This is exhausting. But I feel as if this is kind of an unlimited source of energy for you. I feel like the more you do this, the more you get amped up to do it. And this card too is representative of that fire to earth energy. It's Wands, but it's a 10. 10 is Malkuth. It's the kingdom, right? It's the final stage of the fire energy. So again, there's this idea of all of this creativity resulting in physical, tangible success, progress, results. Yeah. So I think the more we do this, the more we're kind of in this perpetual energy. You know, it just renews itself. It's like a self-renewing kind of battery or something. I'm sure Elon Musk has that all figured out. But, you know, it's not the exhaustion. But of course, you know, that's not literal, right? You do need to take care of yourself. You can get exhausted. This card's also saying, are you asking for help when you need it? Are there others that you can delegate some of this work to? It's not all for you. You know, we said, where's the cooking show? There's teammates here. You've got to consider your teammates and let them take some pressure off of you. Okay? There is an implication here that you need to take care of yourself. Just like me, just getting so excited and talking. I need to take care of my voice so I can keep talking. And that's like this card. There's so much fire and earth here that we've got to take a little bit of this water. You've got to replenish your energy, taste your food, to renew yourself, you know? And that way we can keep doing the work. Now again, in the environment, 5 of Pentacles, there is the idea of some kind of financial difficulty in your life right now, and I think this is where we're focusing a lot of this energy, and I think this is going to be stabilized. I really do. It could also be that someone you're dealing with an illness in your family somewhere, and I think that this is also probably related to that in some way. And I think it's going to everything's going to come together in a very nice fashion. I think everything's going to work out the way you desire it to. Okay, the best way possible, creating this world, creating this universe. What we see next with the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords is inverted. And that sometimes happens, especially with this card. It's upside down, which to me looks like the right side up, right? Spirit's on top. We're letting Spirit take the wheel here. We have doubts. We have moments of confusion, moments of just, oh God, I don't know what I'm doing, right? The idea here is that we hear it, I acknowledge it, I keep going, right? We don't get stuck in these thoughts, and this is the card we don't want, right? We don't want to get stuck here. We don't want to have these little doubts and then just kind of hit the brakes. The whole train comes screeching to a halt, right? And you may notice that happens to me even in my readings sometimes, where I'm on a roll, and then a little bit of doubt or a question or some conflicting bit of information or a weird impression that I get, and it just kind of stops me in my tracks, and I'm just like, wait, what was I talking about again? You know? And then you kind of lose confidence in the rest of what you're saying. And this is something that we have to be aware of. means it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And the point, I think, here is that we trust in what we're doing. We just say, yeah, I don't have all the answers, and that's okay. I don't always know what I'm talking about, and that's okay. Trusting that I'm being guided. You're being guided. Okay? And that's letting Spirit take the wheel. And the next card, more fire and earth. Right? It's the Princess of Wands. The princesses are the earthy aspect of the suit that they're in, all the princesses. So this is earth of fire. This is now a kind of confidence. This is almost an invincibility. And I think it really needs to be kind of kept in check a little bit, especially when it's kind of counterbalanced by the Ten of Wands. This is invincibility. This is saying, no, you're not. This is the feeling that I can just keep going and going and going and going. And this is the card that says, oh, I've hit a wall. Yeah. So we need to take care of ourselves just as much as we're trying to take care of other people. And I think that this is going to allow you to have many, many more years of this kind of intense activity, of manifestation, of success, of creativity. Really astounding. Really astounding. And I think it's important, it's special for you because you are the cardinal earth energy. You are fire of earth, right? Fire of earth. Just like this is earth of fire. So you have a very special relationship with this, what we're calling the kind of the electrical circuit of creation, But let's look at the mystery card now. Let's see what alien Simon Mork Ripley might have for us, Capricorn. New Capricorn readings Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to tune in. I want to see some water, obviously. Something about healing, Ace of Cups, maybe an Empress energy, right? Something refreshing, something nurturing, something comforting. Yeah. Just as a balance to all of this activity. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments, okay? Let's see what we have. Well, it's a Two of Pentacles. More kind of, more activity. But I think that this is good. This is change, right? This is things changing for the better. And this is, it's kind of the idea that we're being renewed by these positive changes. When we see things happening in a positive way, we get inspired all over again, right? Kind of reignites that fire. And kind of like this figure, we want to do a little dance. So I think that this is the positive changes that we're talking about. But this is also the idea that we have to understand the cycles of things, the phases of things, how things need to have this kind of alternation, intense activity, but then also healing, rest, and then more activity, and then healing and rest. And that's the dance. That's the juggling. Yeah. And it's kind of, in the midst of all of this activity, a lot of fire and earth here. It's sometimes difficult to remember to switch it off for a minute and take care of yourself. Yeah. So please do that. Take a rest, hydrate, wash your hands, take a shower, have a warm meal. Revitalize yourself, relax a little bit. And then switch it back on again. Okay. We're going to do an extended reading, and if you want to join me, click on the link either above or below in the video description. New readings for Capricorn Thursdays and Sundays, but I'm here every single day, so just come back tomorrow. See me again. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything, and leave me a comment. I do enjoy hearing from all of you. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.